welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. Let's get into what your reading is about today, shall we? So, putting your energy into what is on your mind right now. If there's anything that you would like to know, anything that's going on in your life, we're going to use the Sacred Forest Oracle as well. So, I wasn't actually going to do a reading tonight, but I just felt called to. So, we'll see what comes out. 2 cards just literally flew out there. So let's see what these are. Okay, we've got Pegasus, Transcending, and Protection. Oh, Guardians of the Land, Protection. So you've been protected at this time whilst you are transcending. So you may be spending some time by yourself right now. You may be being pulled away from people or places, or situations at this time. You may be feeling unwell, perhaps, and just needing a bit of space, basically. So I'm going to just have a look and see what this says in here. So we've got 28, because I do like these cards, but I like looking at what it says in the book for you. So I'm going to hold this pretty card up for you to look at. This is Pegasus. So it says, history is replete with myths and legends of a winged horse, a protector of the soul. The Pegasus represents the immortality of your spirit and the journey to the heavens. The appearance of this card is a sign. Get ready for a dramatic activation of your spiritual journey. A powerful transformation is at hand. Great things are possible in your life. Prepare yourself to fly high above adversity. So, the message is you're on a pilgrimage of the soul. It's time to transcend the weight of earthly burdens. Fly over situations that have been pulling you down. Don't involve yourself with the drama of others. When you remember that you have come from spirit and are eternal, challenging situations will resolve. A profound transformation is at hand. Okay, so you are going through this right now. So that's what I'm saying, is you may be pulled away from people or places, things that aren't resonating with you at this time. And you are being protected over this, okay? Now, for some of you, if you've been taking walks outside, things like that, you may have felt a real calling to be out in nature, places like wooded places or places where there's trees, or just outdoors, basically. So if you've been feeling that calling, it's because the energy is trying to protect you at this time. So 21, I'm just going to read that quickly, and then we will get into the runes. So the message here, first thing it says is you are safe. Okay, you are safe. You are enough just as you are. No matter what has happened or occurred in the past, the truth is that you are absolutely and unconditionally enough as you are. You're loved, you are cherished. You do not be concerned about outside forces and the judgments and expectations of others. You're protected in your own energy field. This card can appear when you need to take steps to protect your energy. While the Guardians of the Land will help out, you must also be responsible for your own well-being. Okay, so you are safe and surrounded by a protective shield. You're not alone. Your life is guided and protected by higher forces. Within this, you can soar to great heights, okay? Whilst you're going through this transcendence, you are being protected. There is a new beginning here. There's something changing in your life. This could be that there will be people leaving your life because of this particular situation and the changes that you're going through. I thought I'd lost my runes then for a minute. That was a bit scary. So let's see what we have for you in your runes. First rune we have is Uruz, which is all about that transformation. You know, it can be seen as a gateway that you pass through. So it's like a rite of passage because of the lessons that you've learned, the things that you're doing. And this is communication from the gods. This is Odin's rune. Ansuz is all about. So this is about, you've had this to protect you. I feel like some truth has been revealed to you. Something has been spoken to you. A communication of some form. You found something out here, and it's kind of changing everything for you. It's what's creating this transcendence, okay? And you're going to need strength and determination in this. Yeah, strength and determination that actually brings you into a more fortunate time. So this is protecting yourself, protecting your happiness, protecting your ability to feel abundant here, because something has been holding you back and creating lack in your life. It's been holding you back from what you deserve or what is really for you. And going back to that protection, you know, about you needing to protect yourself, you are enough. You know, you're loved, you're enough, you are safe, you are safe. But something in your energy or around your energy kind of makes you feel like you're not safe. It makes you feel like you're not enough. It makes you feel like you're not doing enough or you haven't got enough. And you need to protect your energy from that. Okay. Let's see what the tarot is telling us about this situation then. So what is this transcendence that you're going through right now? What is it talking about? Let's have a look. Yeah, strength, resilience, the ability to overcome obstacles here. This is what Uruz is talking about as well. So at the moment, you need courage. You need to be bold in a particular situation in order to align yourself with what is right for you. So the energy of Uruz is all about that strength and determination. It's connecting energy. It's very grounding energy as well. So this is sort of like, this rune here would be connected to the root chakra. So this is about us connecting back to earth. You know, we were saying about that protection, going out in nature, connecting, sitting by the trees, connecting with the mycelium. Yeah. So this is what that energy is talking about. You need to make some bold, courageous move here. There's something that you need to do, that you need to be bold and courageous in. So what is it that needs to happen here? And this is in order for you to transcend fully. I just saw a real, like, little blue flash then, and it reminds me of things, something I've seen. So it's like spirits of the woods. So you may have seen some blue flashes and things when you've been out and about in the woods. That might not be for everybody, but some people might know what I'm talking about there. Oh my God. Yeah. Rebirth. Death and rebirth. This is a complete transmutation. It's like you're going through a complete change here. And you're determined to go through this, or you've already started to realize you need to go through this change. Something needs to happen. Something needs to change here. But you know, in order to go through it, you have to place that shield around yourself. You've got to protect your energy from something in there. So what is it that you need protecting from at this time? What is this energy that you need protecting from? I might grab the tea cards in a minute and have a look at those. Okay. That actually was in the reverse, I feel. It's the Hanged Man, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so this is an energy of someone around you that I feel is quite boastful or confident, or may have a bit of a chip on their shoulder, may think a lot of themselves. For some, this could be a feminine in your life. For others, it could be a masculine, but that has a very balanced feminine energy within them, if that makes sense. Like they're very comfortable with their femininity. Now, this person is they're confident. They're very, what's the word I'm looking for? They're so confident that they kind of come across as a little bit egotistical. There's a word I'm trying to get and I can't quite catch it, but I will. It might come forward in a bit. But the fact that the Hanged Man is in reverse is, this is somebody that doesn't have the ability to let go and has not been able to take any different perspective on things. So this could be protecting yourself from someone perhaps that you've had an argument with, or a disagreement with. They aren't willing to let something go. And they're being very like, I'm right about this, you know. they don't seem to see anybody else's point of view or anybody else's way. They can only see their own way forward on this. They think they're right, even though you may have pointed out perhaps you're not. So what you need to do here is, this is about you pulling your energy back and placing that protection around yourself from this person. You need to be bold and courageous in moving away from this person, okay, away from this situation. And that is what's going to enable this transformation to go smoothly, okay? Because this person is seeing you changing and they don't like what they're seeing. So they're trying to almost manipulate in a way. And they are so confident in themselves that they're right, that they feel that they can do that. This is what I'm getting from that for you. But you have some kind of passion here. There's something that's driving your energy in a different direction. And you're feeling very inspired right now. It's like you want to follow the beat of your own drum. You want to do things your own way, go your own way, and you're starting to realise the people in your life that are trying to get you to think like them, and you don't think like them. Maybe you did, but you don't anymore. And because you don't think like them anymore, you're starting to realise this isn't working for you now. But you need to communicate that boldly and courageously, because this person will not accept it. Now, there's something about regret in the past here. There's something about regret. So perhaps you have, there's something about like a decision being made from the past that perhaps has been regretted. Or you're thinking back over something, you're like, I wish I'd taken this path instead. I wish I'd done that instead. But you see, as this person is blindfolded on there, you did what you did at the time because that felt right at the time. Do you know what I mean? So try not to be too hard on yourself about the past. The past is in the past and you can't change it. You can only learn from it in order to move forward. Now, it feels like you are stuck in some kind of crossroads or stalemate at this time. You know the direction that you want to move forward. We just saw that not the Knight of Wands, was it? The Page of Wands, which is kind of showing you, there's something that you're passionate about that you want to follow. Yeah, there's an element of feeling a little bit isolated at this time, where you're feeling like you're reflecting a lot on this. You're reflecting a lot on the past. You're reflecting a lot on why you're where you are right now. And it feels like where you are right now is not dissimilar to where you were. It's possibly like, different face but same pattern, that kind of thing. Or maybe it's surrounded by the same faces, the same patterns, the same things happening over and over, and you're reflecting on this. So this is part of this protective phase, and the more you protect yourself, it's a bit like, I'm surprised the rune Ingwas didn't come out, which is like a diamond shape. So it's like putting yourself in a bit of a chrysalis. So you're protecting your energy whilst you go through these transformations, while you go through this change. Now, you'll know if this is your reading because you're feeling this change. But there's something about a fear of being reckless here, a fear of doing something and it being reckless, or there's a fear of hurting someone, I feel. But you're being watched. I'm getting, perhaps this is on social media or something like that. You're being watched. It's like your every move is being watched. Maybe you're aware of this and you're trying to protect yourself from it, but there's something about maybe protecting yourself online. Perhaps don't post anything for a little while. Just keep things on the lowdown, because somebody feels like they're trying to gather information about you as to what you're up to, what you're doing, who are you with, what are you saying, that kind of thing. And at the end of the day, this person, they need to just let it go. And it's not your problem. It's not for you to resolve. It will change at some point. There's a lot of sixes coming out on here as well. So there's a lot to do with choice, making a choice, making decisions. That's a Six of Swords on the bottom there as well. Yeah. But there's also this energy of you needing to, by the first week of September, it feels like you will have comfortably made more of a transition. So you're moving into some kind of new territory in your life. Like things are changing, your routine might be changing, or the people that you hang around with might be changing. But it actually is a good thing. Okay, what do you need to focus on? Wow. Well, I need to focus on shuffling the cards. I know that much. Okay, let's have a look. What do you need to focus on right now? What do you need to focus on? Okay. Focusing on what brings you emotional fulfillment. Focus on allowing yourself to feel comfortable in your emotions right now. There's a want for love and support at this time. And where you're at right now, you might be feeling like you're a million miles away from people that care. Like we were saying before, like you are loved, you are enough as you are. You really want to feel this love. You really want to feel some emotional stability as well. And there's a need here for emotional fulfillment. So that is what you should focus on, is moving towards things that help you to help fill up your cup on an emotional level. So what advice do we have for you? Right now. So we've got the Eight of Wands. Now, you want a conclusion to something that feels like you're unable to obtain the answer from. It's like you're waiting for some kind of news, but you haven't received it yet. And the energy of this is you will get some kind of form of communication before the end of the month. Now, I think there's only like a day or two left of this month. So the next day or two, you are going to get some communication. So don't worry. Don't worry so much about this, okay? You will get the conclusion that you're looking for. You will get things resolved. There is a need to communicate. There's a need to say something, but you feel blocked. It's almost like you feel somebody's blocked you or not letting you in. Oops. Yeah, there's an energy of like you don't really know what's going on here, and someone's being a little bit defensive, possibly even a bit aggressive towards you, or just kind of giving off an energy of anger. And you know that there's more to, there's sort of like an energy of something needed to be highlighted, some kind of truth that needs to be exposed here or talked about. Or perhaps this already has been illuminated, it already has, and it's kind of floored somebody. It's made them feel like they're drowning in emotion. And there's a need to communicate that. There's a need to communicate some feelings here of how things are. I can really feel that emotion there. Because somebody wants change but doesn't know how to create that change. And they just feel like there's blocks, there's things in the way of that happening. This is a bit of a theme the past couple of days that keeps coming through. So let's have a look. What's going to happen over the next couple of days? So the next 48 hours, let's have a look. Your next 48 hours, what do we have? We have forgiveness. We have the energy of forgiveness. So if this is you looking for forgiveness, you will receive that communication. If you are looking to forgive somebody else, then it's coming. Okay, this is in the next 48 hours. So there's forgiveness coming in. King of Wands in reverse, that keeps coming out. And the Three of Wands as well. Whoops. Yeah, so someone's changing their ways, you know. It's almost like this isn't a lack of confidence. This is an ego death, if you like. It's sort of somebody's identity is changing in a healthy way. So this could be you, or it could be somebody else in your energy. But someone's going through a bit of an ego death. So it's like what you once knew or what you once thought you were is changing, and you're preparing for something new to come in. And it is going to come in because of this change that's occurring. This is what the transformation is. It's almost like an ego death. So if you don't know what ego means, ego is like your identity. It's something that is built up all through your life, through your experiences, through your conditioning. The ego can be broken down into 3 different aspects. So we've got self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-pity. So it's kind of contains those 3 elements, and that is what builds up your ego. Now, you know, if you're kind of like the King of Wands in the upright position, then you may be very powerful in your self-esteem and self-confidence, okay? And if it's sort of in the reversed Queen of Wands, then it might be more in a like a self-pity kind of energy. So that's what the energy is coming through as, is an ego death, in terms of, instead of being overly confident here, I feel like it's allowing more emotional intelligence and compassion to come through. Somebody's moving into transitioning, transcending the ego. So what else do we have for you on this? Do you know, I'm going to get the T cards actually for this next bit. So we're going to see, so that was over the next 48 hours is what's happening. So what can the T cards tell us about these 48 hours? What else do we have? Cup. You should accept valid criticism. Now, I feel like this is part of the ego death. This is part of what you're going through at this time. What is changing, what is creating this transcendence is what somebody has said to you. And it hasn't been in a nasty way or a way to offend you or hurt you. It feels like it's been in a way to kind of like signpost something for you to see. It's a valid, positive criticism that you've received. So you're being asked to accept it for what it is. And you can do with that. And I feel like that's where you're at right now, is you're doing with that what is necessary for this transcendence. Colour green is significant as well, for some reason. Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So what you're realising is what you want most at this time is security, is to feel safe, secure. It's like before, you know, what that part of the protection it was saying about there, you know, you're loved, you're safe, you are enough. And all you want is to feel that nest around you. You want to feel that around you, and you're realising that that's all you need, that's all you want. But this is in the next 48 hours, isn't it? So you're going to start to realise what actually does bring you that nest, what actually is creating that nest for you. We've got here younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. So a younger woman could be significant in this as well. Now that came out after nest. So this could be somebody that perhaps makes you feel emotionally secure, or is part of your loving family as well. Whoever popped into your head first is the person that would be about. Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. So part of this transcendence, it is about doing something risky. As we had before, we had Urus and we had the Strength card, didn't we? So this is about being bold and courageous in some aspect of your life here. And there is a need to take a risk. You're being encouraged to take a risk. But there's something you're being protected from at the same time. Something that you need to protect yourself from. I literally just threw those over there, didn't I? Let's see. Bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So yeah, there is a little bit of a pushback that's going to have to happen here. Something in your energy doesn't want you to go through this transcendence. Something is trying to block you from it. Something is trying to stop you from it. So it may be trying to talk you out of it, or tell you that you're mad, or you're wrong. But you know what feels right for you. You know what you need to do. So it's saying, don't back down. Don't sit back. You're going to have to push back a bit. And I know that's not comfortable always, but sometimes it's what you have to do to defend yourself. Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. So like we said before with the Hermit card, there's a need right now for you to kind of put yourself in a bit of a cocoon. I feel like you're already in that space. You're already in that space of reflection. You're thinking, and this is what's helping you create this transcendence. It's what's helping you to understand who you are, who you choose to be, and what you want in your life, and what isn't resonating with that desire. And you will be victorious on this. So if there was any fear of going through anything, then don't fear it. It's really weird. I thought that was a broom, like a bazon, like what witches fly on. That's what that looked like to me at first. So there may be something in this to do with magic, to do with witchcraft potentially, or there's a feeling that there's something to do with that going on, because it's almost like you feel like sometimes your mind isn't your own, or you're being bewitched in some kind of way, that's kind of fucking things up for you in some respect. That's really strange. But you, through pushing back, through this pushback and placing that shield around yourself, you're actually going to be victorious in this. Now, if you do feel that there's something going on with you in that sense, if you feel somebody is manipulating you through that kind of portal, through some kind of magic here, get in touch. We can do a healing session around that. We can cut any cords of anything that somebody's trying to throw at you, but you always have your free will. You always have the ability. It doesn't matter if somebody's tried to put a spell on you or anything like that. They can't stop you from making decisions, and sometimes when you put that thought in your head, it can trick you into feeling like, oh, this is what's tripping me up, is someone's put a spell on me, or someone's done some magic or something like that. When actually it's the thought that somebody has that's creating the errors or the things going wrong. Purse, pay attention to your finances. Now, I feel like that is something additional that's going on in here. So when we're upset or something we're going through, you may be inclined to want to go and purchase something, get a dopamine hit, or kind of retail therapy. So just be careful of doing that. If you've already started doing that, then maybe just stop for now, okay? Especially if you've just been paid or something like that and you're like, woohoo, I've got loads of money, but think about the rest of the month. Don't go spending it all right now. And egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. So you do, through this transition, you've got some work to be doing. You've got something to be getting on with. But you can't do it with distractions around you that are trying to stop you from going through it. So it's recognising what are those distractions and what can I do to shield myself from that so that I can make this transition smoothly. Okay, I'm going to put those away then now. So let's see. Now we know that you're going to be victorious. We know that you're going to have some success in this transition, in this transcendence that you're going through. But let's see what your outcome is on this. Seeing a lot of gold as well. So I don't know if gold is significant to somebody, maybe the colour gold, or you've just received something that's painted gold. We just brought some gold paint. Okay. So the outcome here is stability and security. You're moving, the direction that you've chosen to move in will bring you a lot of security and stability in many aspects of your life, in many areas. And there's so much to do with, we've had before about the emotional fulfillment, the need to kind of like, you know, put somebody in their place who's being very ego towards you or trying to keep you in that place, whereas you know you're going through a transition here and you know what it is that you're looking for. And I feel like you're moving towards something simpler, something that isn't drama. And you've had recently an epiphany about this, or a realization. You've really gained some clarity about what it is that you want. You've had a real realization here. So I'm going to leave this reading here for you. Now, if that resonates with you, we can go a lot deeper into this with more detail. So please do drop me a message. My details are down in the description box. I would look forward to hearing from you. Please do like, subscribe, and drop me comments as well. I am watching for people's names. I will be offering free readings as well to those that I keep seeing on my social media, and especially the comments on YouTube. So thank you so much, and have a blessed evening.